Today, I speak to hearts that are bruised, to souls that have weathered storms, and to marriages that have stumbled under the weight of imperfection. I speak to those who know what it means to weep quietly in the night, to sit across the table from someone they once vowed forever to, and wonder, can we come back from this? Let me say something clearly at the beginning: mistakes in marriage do not have to be the end. Sometimes, they are the painful beginnings of something deeper, more honest, more resilient than what came before. We live in a world where people are quick to discard what's broken, where apologies are seen as weakness and admitting failure as an act of shame. But marriage, real marriage, is not built on perfection. It is not made of fairy tales. It is forged in fire. It is tested in silence. And yes, sometimes, it is torn by mistakes. But it can be healed. The truth about mistakes. We don't talk enough about the truth. Every marriage makes contact with error. Some are small, unkind words, forgotten anniversaries, cold shoulders. Others are massive, betrayals, infidelities, broken trusts. We act as if love should be spotless, but love is human. And humans fall. Mistakes in marriage don't always come from malice. They come from pain, from fear, from childhood wounds we never dealt with, from insecurities we never spoke aloud, from unmet expectations we didn't know we had, from emotional disconnection that crept in slowly over time, unnoticed until the distance became unbearable. And sometimes, yes, mistakes are made out of selfishness, out of weakness, out of pride, but no matter how they were made, mistakes leave damage in their wake. They leave tears, confusion, anger. They bring up the ugly questions: was I not enough? Did I ruin everything? How did we get here? And yet, let me tell you something else. Pain does not mean it's over. The courage to heal. Healing is not automatic. It is not passive. It is not instant. Healing is a choice. It is a hard, daily decision to face the wound instead of running from it. For the one who was hurt, healing means finding the strength to feel all of it. The grief, the betrayal, the broken pieces of trust. It means allowing yourself to say, this hurt me more than I can explain, and knowing you are allowed to feel that pain. And for the one who made the mistake, healing means looking in the mirror with honesty, not shame. It means not hiding behind excuses or defensiveness. It means standing in the wreckage of your actions and saying, yes, I did this. And I am willing to rebuild what I broke. That takes unimaginable courage, but I'll tell you what takes even more. Forgiveness. Not the cheap kind. Not the kind that pretends everything is fine just to avoid conflict. I'm talking about the gut-wrenching, soul-freeing forgiveness that looks someone in the eye and says, you hurt me. You changed me, but I choose to release you from the prison of my resentment. I choose to give us a chance, if you are willing to fight for this too. That kind of forgiveness is not weakness. It is power. The power to create something new from the ashes. What healing really looks like. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering differently. It means the wound is no longer infected. It still may leave a scar, but it no longer bleeds. Healing in marriage means awkward conversations. It means showing up to therapy even when it's hard. It means reading the books, asking the questions, speaking honestly, and crying in front of each other. It means rebuilding trust, not demanding it. To the person who broke the trust, you do not get to dictate the timeline of their healing. You don't get to say, you should be over this by now. You show up. You keep showing up. You show consistency, humility, and responsibility. To the one who was hurt, you are allowed to take time. But don't let bitterness take root. Ask yourself, do I want to heal, or do I want to be right? Healing means taking responsibility together. Not assigning blame, but asking, how did we drift? What patterns have we ignored? What version of ourselves were we bringing into this marriage? Sometimes, healing means both people changing. Sometimes it means one person learning to speak, and the other learning to listen. Sometimes it means putting boundaries in place. Sometimes it means rediscovering friendship. Sometimes it means finding laughter again after months of silence. Healing does not guarantee that everything will go back to the way it was. But here's the truth. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the way it was wasn't good enough. Maybe you needed to go through the fire to burn away the illusion and find the real foundation beneath it. From breaking to becoming, you may be sitting in a season of breaking right now. A marriage cracked open by secrets. A partner sleeping in another room. Conversations that feel like landmines. A home where love feels like a memory. But hear me. Breaking is not the same as breaking apart. Sometimes what breaks is the false image, the pretending, the performance, the silence. Sometimes what breaks is the ego. Sometimes what breaks is the lie that everything was fine. And in that breaking, you are offered a chance. A chance to become more honest, more vulnerable, more present, to learn how to love, not with naive idealism, but with mature compassion. The strongest marriages are not those that never broke. They are the ones that broke, and chose to become. Hope is not naive. It's easy to be cynical about marriage in today's world. Easy to say, people don't change. Easy to believe, once broken, always broken. But that is not the truth. Hope is not naive. Hope is revolutionary. Hope says, we are not finished. Hope says, we can do the hard work. Hope says, what was broken can be built again, differently, but better. And this is important. Healing doesn't mean staying in a toxic or abusive situation. If your safety, emotional or physical, is in danger, healing might mean separation. It might mean protecting yourself. It might mean walking away in peace, not out of defeat, but out of wisdom. Not all marriages can or should be saved, but many more can than we think. This message is for those who know there is still love beneath the pain. Who know the mistake was real, but not the whole story. Who believe there is more to right. So today, if you are the one who made a mistake, apologize. Not with defensiveness, not with manipulation. Just say, I was wrong. I hurt you. I want to change. If you are the one who was hurt, be honest. Speak your truth. Set your boundaries. But also ask, is there still a seed of love here? Can it be watered again? If both of you still want this, fight for it. Read the books. Go to counseling. Cry in the car. Pray if you believe. Meditate. Relearn each other. Send the text. Make the gesture. Show up again and again and again. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. The beauty after the battle. One day, if you do the work, if you stay committed to healing, you will wake up and look at each other differently. Not as perfect people, but as brave ones. You will carry the scars, but they will be signs of survival, not shame. You will know things about each other that only come from deep pain and deeper love. You will have earned a new intimacy, born not of ease, but of endurance. And one day, you may hold hands and say, we almost didn't make it. But look at us now. That is the beauty after the battle. That is the poetry of a healed marriage. Not flawless, but faithful. Conclusion. You are not alone. If you're in the thick of it right now, if your marriage feels like it's hanging by a thread, I want you to know. You are not alone. You are not the only one who has been here. Others have faced what you're facing. And many have come through it, not unchanged, but stronger, softer, more connected. You are not your mistake. You are not their mistake. You are two people, still becoming, still learning, still capable of love. So don't give up on healing. Don't give up on yourselves. Don't give up on each other. The road ahead may be long. It may be hard, but it is not hopeless. And in the end, it may just be the journey that transforms you into the people and the partners you were always meant to be. Thank you.